Hey, welcome to Icon Protocol. Today, the real numbers game of prospecting. You know, the simple truth about prospecting that all icons know, and that those who aspire to be icons need to know, is simply this. Yes, prospecting is a numbers game, but not necessarily the numbers that you think about when you think numbers game. Yes? Now, most advisors think that numbers mean many prospects. And of course, that's true. You do need many people to call. You absolutely do. But think about it this way. The truth is you need more multiple approaches to those prospects if you want to have the icon difference. So success in prospecting then is really finding a good prospect or many great prospects and then persisting pleasantly until the timing is right. So you ask when your timing is right, and then they say yes when their timing is right. So when those two things match up, bingo, you get an appointment. And that really is the power of numeration. And icons understand this. It's all about that. Kind of reminds me of a couple of stories. One from the 88-year-old Top of the Table member, Frank Crean, former chair of Top of the Table, in fact. He told me once that his biggest sale ever took 50 calls. Imagine that persistence. 50 calls to the same person. The late icon Larry Kinlan always talked about how he was stood up a dozen times, a dozen monthly appointments that he had set up, and was always like, not just, he went and Mr. Kinlan, we can't see you today. And then the 13th time was the lucky opportunity, and in fact, they called him to make sure that he was there. Pleasant persistence can really build a relationship. And it's very compelling, especially if a story like both Larry and Frank do. So don't let the numbers game fool you. Yes, lots of numbers are important, but it's more important repetition to the same numbers, those same people. Think about it this way. On the 10-3-1 scale, however you define that, the sevens you don't get an appointment with are not all discards, not people to throw away. They are just try-laters. That's what icons know. Now, when you know this, this makes prospecting a lot easier because what you're doing then is building a list, building a long list of good prospects, and that you're building relationships with them. You're not just burning through a list, which of course is really hard on your attitude. So make it the way we're talking here. So the only way then to find the right timing is to keep on checking to see if now is the time. Pleasant persistence does build those relationships with people. You do that right, and they always pay off, like they did for Frank and for Larry. So keep on checking. Take advantage of the real power of numbers, and you will be well on your way to being an icon too. Hey, for more information about how you can be your best, be sure to check out jimruta.com and especially have a look at our monthly advisory craft program. And if you know somebody who you think could benefit from Monday Morning Icon Protocol like this one, be sure you share this with them. Looking forward to see you again next week.